Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our sessions regarding answering your submitted questions. Thank you, everyone, for so many questions. You gave us so much to work with, and I love answering your questions. I'm challenged by them. I always try to make them my responses the best that I can. And I hope that you're enjoying this process as much as I am. I know we have a long list of questions and we've been delayed in responding to them, but I'm working on it now and I'm going to, make sure I address all of your questions. So be patient. We will get to your question. Carol from England asks us, well, first she starts out by saying, I understand that you're writing a book series right now about Dave's family. Can you tell me about what you're doing at the moment? Because I think that's really amazing. Oh, well, thank you, Carol. I really appreciate that question. Yeah, in fact, I've been dealing with a challenge here in the office. So my challenge has been, we've relocated recently, both our home, our office, and also we've had to relocate our studio, or the drum studio. We've had to shut down our business for a while throughout certain business services while we were, going through these transitions. And because of that, it caused so many interruptions in our publication schedule. And while as exciting and as exhilarating as can be, changes and challenges can be, um, they can also really upset things, such as a publication schedule. So, in fact, in our minds, we are way behind schedule in getting the family memoir out, which is what you're referring to. The family memoir is called Down the Road, and it really will be out very, very soon. We're working on it now. So this is actually told in the family members' own words, um, over several decades, some of them. Um, and they're beautiful stories, rich stories of their experience, their life stories. And so it starts with Dave's grandmother. It moves into the story of his father and also his uncle. So his grandmother was an immigrant and she came from Romania, a small village in Romania, and she traveled great long distances to come to marry a man that she never met, who was a widow, who had a bunch of children already, and instantly became a mother and a stepmother. So it's her story through that journey, her, youth. She talks about her youth growing up in the village and then her challenges with the travel and what she experienced as, say, a mother and a stepmother. But it also touches on cultural happenings like the Depression and all kinds of other issues that happened during those timelines. Now, the next story is Dave's father, who talks about growing up and the different things they did when they were growing up, and further into his life as well. He tells that whole story, and it's a real beautiful story. Followed by Dave's uncle, who is the older brother of his father. Um, and his uncle had huge accomplishments. He was a principal for high schools and so forth. He worked as an education minister for the Canadian government and also for environment minister for the Canadian government. So it's an interesting story of how the immigrant mother and her children integrated into the country. It also talks about the various, timeline challenges, cultural challenges and happenings of those times from World War I right through to modern day, which is a really cool adventure. So we're really excited to be at the stage of releasing this book. It's currently in the final touch-ups of the time consuming touch ups like cover design touches and tweaks to formatting and timing the releases and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're working on right now. Thank you, Carol.